EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 55. Come on, baby.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
21. Hey, over. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here we go.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
21. Here we go.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on second and 6. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check 31.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Now it's Breida. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
11.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
Hey, exit. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Watch the slap.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Hey, Charlie.
There's goes Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 12. X3, 218, chopper. Go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
21. Here we go. 2. Hey, 2. 55, Mike, 55. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
Here we go.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
64. 11. Hey, Wood.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. First down, a run with Hyde. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
11.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a first half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
You draw Corkins. 22 go no leg. 6, 8, echo.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Alert. Quick dad.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, now the ball comes loose. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Hey, check right. Watching you five. Get that. One, Omaha. White. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 81 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
26. And 24.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, 47 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. That's up and good. It's 22-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. What do you need? 21. Tie your rock.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Delta. Check me out. 41's coming. 41's the money. All day, baby, all day. 41
do go for it. It's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
What we got? What we got? 20 points down. He's coming. Jim.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
We got double up.
They run it again with Hyde. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's just me. Sign him, go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now in Houston, it's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Hey, switch gears. Switch one, Omaha. Switch.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Man open. It's Goodwin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
11. 5.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
You got motion man right there. Mike 55.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Hey, gun. 21. Mike.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I got you. Hey, wahoo! Let's go, team. 55, Mark, 55. All day, baby, all day. Mark! Mark, 55!
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have taken the lead. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. From the gun, here's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 18 yards, first down Niners. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run with Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's Samuel. Caught left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Check, 55 to Mike. Check.
Now Garoppolo. Able to haul it in as Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 53 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
field, able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Watson. He's got the first down inside the 10. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Check 4, check 4. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now Watson going to sneak it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. After the run, Watson going to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive. And they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.